Justin, Cullen. Opponent, fighting out of the red corner, bang, bang, Brody, Zahra. Ladies and gentlemen, your following bout is bout number 7 on the card. This fight is brought to you by Australian Boxing Central, the ABCs of boxing, your home of all things boxing in Australia. 4 by 3 rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue collar trademark, the Magic Man Sleeves, and of Elevate MMA, with an official weight of 68.20 kilograms, working all black boxing trunks. One fight. One win and fighting out of victory, ladies and gentlemen, Justin, Cullen. And across the ring, he's opponent fighting out of the red corner, trainer Rick Breeze and Mel Pavlovic at a Shadows Boxing Gym with an official weight of 68.80 kilograms, wearing blue trunks with white. One fight for one draw and fighting out of Eltham, ladies and gentlemen, bang, bang, Brody, Zahra! And when the action begins, Eltham is your man in charge.
If corners won fights, this would be a stalemate.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Brizzy, Magic Man, Mark Sleeves in one, and the legend Rick Breeze in the other.
Some very familiar faces, Stevie, at Team Ellis boxing events. Mark the Magic Man Sleeves, Australian Bantamweight champion. You got Shadows Gym here, Rick Breeze, Mel Pavlovic in Brody Zahra's corner. This is going to be an interesting fight, Stevie.
And you probably got one of the best minds in Australian boxing, Sam Brizzy, helping Mark Sleeves out as well, who of course is Mark's coach.
Undoubtedly, Stevie, I feel bad there. Forgot Sam Brizzy there. He'll kill me for that.
He will kill you for that.
But great to have the corners well represented as we've started round one.
Spicy start.
It's very spicy, Dave.
That's nervous energy, isn't it? That's just that, and that's you can tell two raw lads having their early fights, getting all that nervous tension out of the way. They're still both of them a bit stiff.
This is what I came to see, Steve. I want to see guys throwing some leather in the center ring. To be young again, Steve. To be young again.
Yeah, great to see here, guys. Two hungry young fighters, Zahra versus Cullen.
Surely these boys cannot keep this pace for the 4 rounds.
Well, they're going to try, Dave. They're going to do their absolute best, mate. However long it lasts, we'll see as Brody Zahra throws a big overhand right there, narrowly missed.
In my head, I'm wondering like who's gonna set the pace once this settles down, and now I'm thinking, is it gonna settle down?
I don't think so, Dave. Stevie, this is going to be. They're going to empty the tank here. These boys, they're both loving the fight in close quarters. Zahra versus Cullen.
There we go, getting some clean shot off.
Zahra. Another big right hand landed over the top from Zahra. haven't seen much of Cullen myself, lads, but I have seen Brody a couple of times at some sparring sessions at Shadow's gym, and he is an action-packed fighter. Comes forward, moves his head, big looping shots, overhand, right, left hook. That's what you can expect to see from Zahra, action-packed fighter, and super fit, as all fighters are from Shadow's gym.
But I was going to say, that's better from Cullen. He's just throwing that jab out, and it just really wasn't enough. He was landing with the jabs, but Bam Bam was coming back with the 1-2 over the top, so I'd like to see a bit more out of Cullen than just that jab.
Oh, beautiful
body shot, eh?
That was absolutely ringing, Dave. We felt that here ringside as both these fighters put on a sensational first round. Absolutely action-packed. We had the unfortunate passing of marvellous Marvin Hagler during the week, guys. In dedication to him, I think these two boys are looking to put on a very similar showing as what he did with Thomas Hearns back in the mid to late 80s. A huge loss to boxing throughout the week, but
big shock too, you know, just out of nowhere. And there's not one person who can call himself a fan in this room who hasn't seen a video on Marvellous Marvin back in the day, and there's not a fighter in that back room who wouldn't have watched the video of him studying Marvellous Marvin.
One of the best middleweights of all time, Stevie, and a big loss to boxing as both these boys are going absolutely hammer and tong. Justin Cullen and Brody Zahra. Boys, I'm going to leave that to you for as far as scoring, because I can flip a coin on that one.
You're going to go red corner, aren't you?
No, actually I'm not. I think Brody, towards the end, started finding his shots, starting to settle down a bit cleaner. Very close round, though.
I decided I'm going to try and predict Dave as opposed to predict the rounds. I might have more success, but I got that wrong too. Mate, that was close. It just started out where it could have been anyone's. I think Brody had that lovely little flurry to the body, which was eye-catching. But then Jack came back with a right hand there at the very end. Mate, as you said, Manny, flip a coin, give it to the.
Too tough to call, boys, but one thing I think is safe to say, surely the final 3 rounds of this particular contest can't be fought at that pace. But we know they'll do their absolute best and putting on a real treat for this
Cullen looks like he'll go again.
Yes, we could see Mark Sleeves in the corner there, very animated with his fighter, very passionate coach.
It's lit up here, guys. Second round underway at the Melbourne Pavilion. Brody Zahra versus Justin Cullen, an absolute slugfest here, centre ring.
Mark Sleeves is animated in his sleep. That kid doesn't know how to be anything else, and he's probably one of the most animated fighters we have and most talented we have.
And huge news for Marky Schlieb, Stevie. He's going to be on the next Team Ellis card against Brad Hoare, who was a Olympian, so a huge fight for Mark Schlieb's upcoming. He was scheduled for this particular show, but unfortunately wasn't able to be on the card, but great to see him back in action in the future at the Melbourne Pavilion.
Oh, big right hand from Brody, straight down the guts.
Oh, he's coming on strong now, Bam Bam, and Bam Bam by name, Bam Bam by nature.
He's landing that right hand, constantly on the button.
Seek and destroy from Brody Zahra.
And again,
it's a big right hand over the top. Another left hook.
He's getting
he's in trouble here, Cullen. He's going to go down here, guys.
How tough is Cullen?
But he's still hanging in there.
Forward.
He's just got to hold here, Stevie. I think he's not much.
This is the wisest thing he's done in the last 30 seconds is try and move away and give himself a bit of time.
You can't knock this bloke out with a sledgehammer. He's still standing.
Mate, I nearly give him the round for that.
Oh, this is action-packed here at the Melbourne Pavilion, guys. Proudly brought to you from Team Alice. It's Brody Zahra versus Justin Cullen here. Some huge shots thrown. Cullen needs to hold because Zahra is going to work, and he's winning this round convincingly.
Mate, the work rate from Bam Bam Zahra has been phenomenal. Rick and Mel doing their job, getting this lad ready
he's
against the
going
night.
Back, Cullen. As Zahra has another shot over the top.
This is brilliant.
This is what the fans come to see, guys.
You've got to hand it to Cullen because he's coming back right now. Has Brody punched himself out?
There's a big chance, Dave, because he's certainly emptied the tank this second round. And how is Cullen still standing, guys? I don't know, because he looked like he was going to hit the canvas there for a second.
Oh, I was definitely agreeing with you, Matty. We're getting to a bit of a wrestling match here, both boys. Oh, big ride
from Cullen.
Big round again from Cullen. Oh my God. It's not going to be enough to win the fight.
This ain't one for the purists, guys, but the fans in attendance are absolutely going mental here at the Melbourne Pavilion. Action-packed fight here. Two locals, Brody, Zahra, and Justin Cullen, round two.
Brody, Zahra does a big pump as if to say, what have I got to do to knock this kid out? I've hit him with everything. To be honest, it's a bit scary, really, when you do hit someone with everything and they're still standing there. You have to think it to yourself.
He was holding him up there at one stage, I think. He should have just taken a step back and let him fall over.
Yeah. Well, Mark Steves is afraid to let that kid sit down in case he doesn't get back up. But man, this is, you know, this is entertaining. And you know what? This is what like Team Ellis brings to the fights. Everyone else is worried about matching this kid with that kid. Oh, I can't have that kid get bit. You know what? This is like the FA Cup of boxing. Put them all in the hat and the draw. Right, you're fighting him. That's it. You want to fight, you're fighting. That's it. And this is what you get.
And
it doesn't need to be the top class defensive. Yeah. It just needs to be entertaining. Listen to the crowd, guys.
You said it, Steve. Listen to the crowd as Brody, Zahra comes out bobbing and weaving. Two locals going head to head here. Third round, all on the line. Justin Cullen, he took a bit of a beating in that second round, but he's come out strong in this third as Brody, Zahra looks to walk him down and land some heavy shots as he's thrown all night.
Cullen has found his second win here. Starting to land some clean shots on Brody.
And credit to both fighters and both teams for taking this fight. This is a beautifully matched contest.
When you look at the fighters Rick Breeze has produced over the years, including his son Ryan, and they've all been just tough, fit,
Benny
strong.
Caps.
You know, he just breeds them over there. Whatever's in the water, and that's them boys are just tough as teeth.
And we've got Joel Taylor in the main event tonight, which is going to be an absolute treat against Jaden Riddle.
Made another guy who can just bang, tough, strong fighter.
Look at the action here, guys. Cullen and Zahra toe-to-toe.
He's just impressed me this round, Cullen, because he's really came back from what you could arguably say a heighten in the last round. And he's just stepping up and he's coming forward, throwing it. For me, winning this round.
Yes, I'd have to agree with Stevie here. We might not agree on everything, but we can agree on that.
And one thing we'll agree on, gentlemen, entertainment. Action-packed here, Brody, Zahra, and Justin Cullen. This is unbelievable. They're going to and fro here, centre ring. I can't pick a winner here, guys, because this is absolutely sensational action.
Well, Matty, I can pick a winner, and that is the fans. The fans are the real winner in this fight.
You've been dying to use that all night.
I know, I haven't written down on a piece of paper.
The pace has slowed down from that epic first round that we saw, guys, but both fighters willing and giving it their absolute all. I don't know what's going to be left for this fourth and final round, guys.
It'll be fought in slow motion compared to the first round, but you know what? They'll fight. I'll give them that much. They'll keep swinging.
This is a tough one to score, guys. Not one for the purists, but definitely one for the fans in attendance. Action-packed. You got two fighters putting it all on the line. Brody, Zahra looking for his first professional win. Had a draw first up, and Justin Cullen looking to go 2-0. So both fighters protecting undefeated records and certainly putting it all on the line. This is unbelievable stuff here. Third round between these two.
I'm telling you, whoever wins the last 20, 30 seconds here wins the round.
Heart of Lions, these two warriors facing off in centre ring.
That is the end of round number 3.
Now, if you were Rick Breeze, what would you be saying to Brody right now, Matty?
Oh, look, I think King telling him to keep doing what he's doing, come forward strong. I think the key for Brody is moving his head and punching off that movement, because obviously it's a very tactical boxing fight for both fighters. It's very physical. Both are landing shots and wearing shots. So the less damage that Brody can take this round, I think it's going to help with his energy come towards the back end of the 4th round. And he's got to put the exclamation mark on this 4th and final round to guarantee victory. As does Cullen. If I was to guess, I'd probably be leaning towards Zahra leading the way at this point, but it is too close to call. I'm not going to definitively say either one's winning, but he needs to move his head and keep throwing big shots as he has done.
I'd be putting my money on Zahra. He looks the fresher of the two, but this is boxing, lads. That can happen. I don't think either boy's got the power to knock the other one out, but
I'm not sure either of them got the energy either.
Huge overhand right from Zahra. And this is pretty much the same as what we've seen the first 3 rounds, boys. No surprise here. As Zahra looks to back up Cullen to the ropes and land heavy body shots. Comes in with a left hook.
Oh, that body shot hurt him. Overhand right over the top, though, landing on Brody.
that's what Brody needs to do, or Cullen needs to do. If he can keep that one too long, he can make tonight a very easy night for himself, but he just doesn't have that IQ to keep his distance.
He's got the heart though, Steve, and he's certainly put it all on the line tonight. Another big right hand lander from Zahra. What's keeping Cullen up? I don't know, Stevie. Dave, this has been unbelievable stuff.
I think the only thing holding Cullen up is hopes and dreams, Matty. Hopes and dreams.
He's taken the best of what Zahra has thrown, and like we've said, don't know what's keeping him up. I think Zahra's edge at this point. Looks like he feels as though he's ahead. He's picking his shots well in this last round and obviously trying to preserve as much energy as possible to finish strong in this fourth and final round.
Not only is Cullen staying up, he's walking forward.
Big right hand.
He's got balls on him the size of a Bengali tiger.
Oh, and he's down.
Yeah,
he's down off a left hook. That was a telling shot as Cullen tries to make his feet, but it's been waved off. What an admirable effort that was from Justin Cullen.
I would say it's more exhaustion than anything else, to be honest with you boys. He doesn't look hurt. I don't think he is hurt. To me, that was just sheer exhaustion. He put everything he had into those 3.5 rounds. He got hit with a lot of shots, stayed on his feet, and he just couldn't stay up any longer. But hats off, Brody Zahra. He looked fresh. He looked the fresher man coming out in the 4th round, and it was telling in the end.
Yeah, undoubtedly, Stevie. I think that was a very admirable effort from Justin Cullen. He probably knew he was down on the scorecards and looked to empty the tank and close the show with a convincing 4th round finish. But he did get clipped. He went down. And I think you're right there, Stevie. I think a lot of it was due to exhaustion because he wore many heavy shots.
He wore a lot of shots, but he's fine. You can see it. I've seen a lot of people get dropped on this canvas, commentating your boys' fights. I've been around boxing 20-odd years. I know when a guy's hurt when he hits down. His eyes are there. He's with it. He just hasn't got anything left in the tank to get back up, the poor fella. That's all.
Well, he can definitely be proud of his efforts.
100%.
He gave it his absolute all.
Australian Boxing Central.
And a credit to the Brizzy boys and a credit to Mark Sleeves too. He didn't hesitate to jump in. He didn't wait for the ref to call the fight off. It was, he's seen enough. Credit to Brody. What an absolute warrior both these boys are.
And what an entertaining fight, guys. And Brody Zahra, what an entertaining style. Just came forward all night, throwing looping shots, moving his head, a real sort of seek and destroy style, which is going to be a style that Victorian boxing fans and Australian boxing fans certainly are going to love to see.
Yeah, you know what, that'll bring him on heaps too. You know, he'll learn heaps from that. And big win from Brody there. Like, relatively an even fight in the first couple of rounds, and then just took its toll on.
Just a war of attrition, Stevie.
Yeah, 100%, you know. Mate, the hardest fight he'll have now is getting those gloves off by the looks of it.
It's been entertaining to watch for the last 20 seconds, Stevie. I'm not sure the viewers at home have been tuned in, but Brody Zahra, lucky he's got a little bit of energy left because those gloves are proving very hard to come off.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 41 seconds into the very last round. This fight ended, declaring by knockout, bang, bang, Brody Zahra. Brody, I've read a quick word. Brody, it's probably the hardest part of your fight right now, mate. Get that glow off. Leave it on, it's okay. It likes it. Brody, mate, you guys both fought in a telephone box for 3.5 rounds. For those that don't know what a telephone box is, it's a very small square. These blokes went hammer and tongs, and you came out that big punch, a huge KO. It's going to look very cool in your highlight reel.
At the end of the day, it's the entertainment business. I just want to thank my sponsors, Sam Empire Electrical, and the boys and all the team for inviting me. Plenty of funding service, my employers, let me do what I want to do to get training. All the boys, all the people, shadows, Rick, Mel, the team, shadow boxes, you know, we're all famous for a reason. We rock up, we come to fight, and we win.
Brody, what is it like only your second pro fight to have this sort of crowd behind you?
You know what, Mr. Jack Ellis, where are you? Where's that fight of the night, bro? Oh, wait, we've got to see what Jolly does first. Jolly Taylor, main event, everyone get around him, fight like a demon. Everyone get around Jolly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your victor in centering, Brody Zahra. Round of applause for Justin Cullen. Rounding to a big shot in that final round.
Well, that's fight of the night so far, gents.
That was sensational. Fantastic, fantastic bout there for all in attendance, and a pleasure for us to call, guys. Brody Zahra getting the knockout in the end there, very late in the 4th round.
Tell you